Anybody else? Guy.
Why do you have a towel on the left-hand side of your drum set?
It is my table for the day. You see, I got all my stuff on it. I got my notes and my metronome and my headphones and my picture of you. I usually, I didn't do a lot today, but I'm kind of ambidextrous with my hands and my feet. Everything I practice, you'll see when I do this exercise, everything I practice gets practiced left hand and right hand lead. It has to be done that way. If, God forbid, you ever hurt yourself, that way you already have, you know, a strong foundation. You can keep playing. If something breaks over here, like I play 2 bass drums or a double pedal, if my right pedal breaks, I can pull off anything I need to with my left foot. So part of having the left tom over here is that way I can work everything out individually. A lot of my practicing revolves around the left side of the drum kit, because my left hand and my left hand and my left foot should be in my mouth, but they're the weakest limbs I have. So I try to do as much as I can with them to, you know, just get them more confident, a little more coordination in them, and a little more relaxation in the muscles when I try to play. Cool.
Great.
Let's see Tuesday. All right, anybody else? Jack Patty again.
One last question. I passed by you in the halls for a long time here, for years, and I keep meaning to ask you, what do you think of Ginger Baker?
I don't know as much about Cream as I should, but I mean, he's looked at as an amazing drummer, and what I've heard, I do like. I'm guilty of not knowing as much about Jimi Hendrix, Cream, The Doors, and a lot of those bands that I should. You know, it's just so much time in the day to be a music historian.
Thank you.
This guy in the front had a question first. Okay, those are to get the air out of the drum to make the sound a little more punchy, like less, and a little more. And it's also to put a microphone in the drum. So the hole in the head is really for the microphone, but it also makes the drum feel a certain way when you hit it. It's hard to describe. If Logan's got a hole in this too, I'd let you come up here and hit both of them. But you're not going to know the difference. In the back?
Yeah, I play guitar and sing, but I'm just one of those guys, every chance I get behind the drums, even though I suck. But one problem I always have is smashing my fingers against the sides of the drum. Do you ever have that problem where you hurt yourself while you're playing, like a show or whatever, smashing
I'm sure I'm going to do it right now, but I haven't hurt myself playing in quite some time. It's been years.
Oh.
Really, my biggest problem with my hands is if I go out on tour and I get a little bit too excited the first couple of days, my blisters and my calluses will get bad, and then I'll have Swiss cheese hands for a couple of days. Yeah. Every once in a while, the main reason people hurt themselves when they're kids is usually because they're not comfortable where they're playing, or they're trying to make themselves play something that their body's not supposed to do for the positioning that the drums are in. I've really gotten comfortable on this kit. I mean, I miss a lot of things sometimes, but for the most part, I'm not hurting myself. I barely ever catch a cymbal between my fingernail or bash my fingers on the rims of the drums. A lot of those things just haven't happened to me in a long time. I don't know if I'm just getting more accurate or just so many years of hurting myself that I'm just kind of like, you know, getting out of the way without even thinking about it. William again.
I know we spoke about this before. You know how like if we're going like a certain speed really fast and it's really tense. How can we like really keep it a little loose so that like we're all singing and doing a lot of it at the same time?
Okay. Well, here's the thing. When you're practicing, you call the shots on tempo. When you're performing, sometimes you have to push into that zone where it's uncomfortable to play. It's just a fact of life. But when you're practicing and you get to that place, slow down just slightly. Breathe a little more. If you think about relaxing and you think about that part in your arm, and you just concentrate on loosening each part of that hand individually, start with the thumb, start with the finger, start with the palm, start with the wrist, go up the forearm, and just think about those things relaxing and releasing, it'll happen.